Good evening. Happy Tuesday to you. Been a bit of a long day. Tuesday is my least favorite day of the week, just as a little bit of inside intelligence. I'm going to shift my camera a little bit. Guess my hair's growing a little bit. There we go. That's better, right? Yeah. Good evening. Thanks, everybody, for joining us at home on our streaming platforms, whether you have the Roku, Amazon, Fire Stick, all that good stuff. And also, thank you to everyone that's here with us on YouTube. If you're joining us, you know what time it is. We have lots of things that are going to be happening over the course of the next week. Lots of plans to get outside. Thankfully, temperatures are going to be cooperating. Unfortunately, we are tracking 3 first alert weather days because we are looking at multiple rounds of rain pushing into our area. We don't expect Saturday or Sunday to be a washout, but we do expect some heavy downpours to be possible, especially Sunday night into Monday. Right now, Monday's looking to be the wettest day. These are going to be different pulses of energy that move through our area. So this isn't just a front that's going to push in. We're essentially going to have a boundary that's stationed to the north and west, and these different little disturbances are going to ride that boundary and move in and out of the area. So the timing has been in flux all week. That's why we've been giving you the heads up. As soon as we saw this signal, this pattern, we told you, hey, listen, we have increased rain chances going into the weekend, and that continues to be our story as we head as we get closer to the weekend. So we'll dive into that. Right now, first alert weather days are in place for Saturday, Sunday, and a brand new one issued for Monday. We do expect the heaviest rain to be Sunday night into Monday. The good news is this setup does not lend itself to be a big severe weather maker. What does that mean? We're not expecting thunderstorms to produce tornadoes. We're not expecting thunderstorms to produce damaging wind gusts. We're not expecting any of that. The big concern here is just going to be the amount of rain that we get. And right now, guidance is hinting that we could get some aggressive rain totals in some places. So it's something that we're watching and we're keeping you alert to. Once again, I'm going to end up showing you some rain totals coming up in just a little bit. Take a look at the rain totals and look at the overall pattern here. Don't get kind of bogged down in, 4 inches here, 4.4 there, 3.8 there, 2.6. It's going to be a lot of rain, and that's the big takeaway. So let's get you through the next few days. The first alert weather day is in place for Saturday. Sorry, my clicker. These clickers, can you see it? Yeah. These clickers do all the magic. We build all of our graphics with 2. Technically, we have 4, but we have 2 supercomputers that do all of that, and we use the clickers to get us to the next one. 54 degrees right now. Quiet evening in Atlanta. Nice little breeze out of the west-southwest at about 3 miles per hour. With clearing skies, we're expecting temperatures to trend towards cooler, so waking up to numbers in the mid to upper 30s. That's in the cards for all of us as we head into the day tomorrow. And if you enjoyed the beauty that was today, lots of sunshine, temperatures that got into the 60s. We're pretty much setting you up with a similar forecast for tomorrow. We're just going to lose 3 degrees. In real life, I feel like normal people don't feel the difference between 60 and 63, or actually 4 degrees, 60 and 64. So you're going to win. 60 degrees, lots of sun. It's going to be a good February day. We do expect clouds to build as we head into the night tomorrow night, and that's going to segue into a very cloudy Thursday. So tomorrow's going to be the next best day to get a good run outside and enjoy some beautiful scenery here. 50 degrees already at around lunchtime, and we'll see those temperatures climbing to the upper 50s. We'll spend the bulk of the afternoon in 58, 59. We do expect the thermometer to rise to 60 degrees for a high before we start to trend cooler heading into the evening. And I do expect more clouds on Thursday, but still some pretty mild numbers. Most locations will top out in the upper 50s, low 60s, and then we're fast forwarding. You can kind of already see the system taking shape. That boundary moving through the Mississippi River Valley on Thursday. It's going to be pushing our way. We do expect a little bit of moisture to arrive in our region on Friday. We're keeping that rain chance roughly 20, 30%, mainly north and west of the city. A couple of spotty showers, really nuisance, really, throwing the windshield wiper on the first lever, not a big deal. We don't expect this to be a massive commute impactor because it's going to be north and west of the city for the most part. That doesn't mean if you're driving north on I-75, you may run into a couple of sprinkles on your way home, but it shouldn't slow down traffic anymore than it already is on a Friday. So no issue there. As we get closer to Saturday, that's where we're going to expect a little bit more moisture to start to build into our region. So that's why we have issued that first alert weather day. This is just going to be some spotty showers here and there. This isn't going to be a continuous thing, but it is going to be enough to where, it's feeling like the mid-60s. there's showers around. And this is all this first alert weather day is for. Don't be fooled by the mid-60s. If you're okay with getting a few showers on you, getting a little wet, fine, live your best life, go for a nice bike ride, go for a nice 10-mile run, but we want you to know that those showers will be around. It doesn't look like it's going to be too overwhelming on Saturday. At best, guidance has some locations picking up roughly an inch of rain on Saturday, and that rain looks to really occur late at night, so not too concerned about that. But more of that moisture will funnel into the area as we head into Sunday, so Saturday night into Sunday morning. I expect some showers out there. I expect folks going to church on Sunday to get a little wet. You can see these are light to dark green, so the rain's going to be light to moderate. This isn't going to be heavier downpours. We'll save that for later in the evening. But this is going to be the earlier wave of rain on Sunday. Guidance is hinting that we'll get two waves. We'll get a morning wave, we'll get a break, and it's looking like we'll get an evening rain. And the evening break, the evening showers look to be the heaviest. So that's just a heads up. First alert weather day the whole day, though, because when it's not rainy, it's going to be cloudy. But it's going to be warm. So it's going to be a mixed bag of things, and we're just here to tell you about it so that you can be prepared for it. As we head into Monday morning, you can see we get some of those heavier downpours here. There is a little bit of instability there. Looked at some CAPE. There's some CAPE values out there, K index. There's a little bit of lightning. We think we'll get a couple of run-of-the-mill thunderstorms. What does that mean? Run-of-the-mill thunderstorms, basically thunderstorms that produce rain, lightning. You'll hear a little bit of thunder. May get a little breezy, but we're not talking about those 60, 70 miles per hour wind gusts. So no severe storms, but enough to scare you here and there. So that's something you'll want to watch out for. I don't think anybody has weekend plans at this point because you've been following us along this little journey that we've been on for the last few days. And we've been first alert weather day the whole weekend for a while. So you knew that you couldn't make plans to get outside, right? There's a lot of y'all watching on the YouTube stream. If you agree with me, give me some love. Show me some love. Tell me something in the comments so I know you're there, even though I can see y'all there. I see y'all. Tell me something in the comments. But we do expect this to move into the area, and guidance is hinting that Monday could be that day that is a washout. Scattered showers and thunderstorms lingering through the evening. We'll get that in waves, and it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of dry time on Monday. This is subject to change because, once again, this is low resolution data. This is several days out. We get a better idea of events, especially on specifics. We get that within 48 hours. Good question. Unshackled in the YouTube chat asking if anything is going to be severe. We don't expect anything to be severe with this system. Although temperatures are going to get into the low to mid 60s in the afternoon. There's lots of cloud cover. There's lots of rain. We expect there to really be some sort of cap in the atmosphere where there's just not going to be a whole lot of vertical development of thunderstorms. We're expecting this to really be a rain event on Saturday and Sunday, and even Monday, where there is a chance of some thunderstorms. There's just not a whole lot of dynamics in place to really bring any strong wind to the surface. So, not really concerned about there being severe weather risk with this for us right now. Now, with that being said, there does look like there could be a low-end severe weather risk south of our viewing area, like towards Macon and stuff. So we'll have to watch the orientation of this line for sure, because if that lifts and shifts just a little bit, that could put some of our southernmost communities in the severe weather risk zone. It would probably be for wind. We're not there yet, still several days away, but we'll keep you updated, and that's why we do these updates throughout the day, every day, all the time. Right now, our primary concern here is rain because, well, all of the guidance is showing us that we're going to get a good amount of rain out of this system. 2 to 3 inches of widespread rain is what we're looking at across the region. As you can see from this map, there are some places that the models are trying to put out a little bit more than that. Right now, it's not looking like 5 is realistic just based off of the setup of this, but we'll say 2 to 3, isolated up to 4 in some places. We'll get a little bit of a better nudge on this the closer we get to the event. But for now, this is going to be a bit of a soggy situation with a lot of that rain right now looking to come in Sunday night into Monday. No problem, Unshackled. Appreciate the question. You don't know if you don't ask, and you can't ask the TV doesn't talk back to you. So that's why doing these streams on YouTube, it's fun for us because we get a little bit of interaction with you guys. And even the folks that come into the comments saying cap, and I'm like, nah, no cap here. You see the top of that banner. Well, actually, you don't see it right now. I'm going to show it to you. Atlanta's most accurate is what it says under first alert, so no cap. We got you covered, bro. But here's that 7-day forecast where, of course, your weekend is in view, and you can see that there are 3 first alert weather days in the forecast. Tomorrow's going to be nice, so we're not overstating that. I'm not telling you to gloss over it. Make your plans to be outside. Wind down Wednesday, I made a recommendation. Once you get off work, pour you a nice glass of Tempranillo. Temperatures are going to be in the mid to upper 50s in the evening, 6, 7, 8 o'clock, sliding into the low 50s. I think it's going to be nice enough to hang out on the patio with a nice glass of Tempranillo. Think of me when you're toasting and eating a nice piece of goat cheese or brie, or I like blue cheese of all variety, whatever you fancy. It's going to be a beautiful day, and even Thursday's not bad. It's just going to be more cloudy, so expect the clouds to be around. We'll see a few spotty showers on Friday, but most of us won't get that. So take a look at that. 65 with clouds and sprinkles. That's a win in February. Nearly 10 degrees above average. I love the Friday forecast. Spotty shower isn't going to hurt me. I'm from Louisiana. I'm used to getting wet. But then Saturday and Sunday, that's where the showers could be a little bit more annoying. I will say that something that we're noticing in the trends, and it's, we're giving you the heads up on this first alert for the rain. If I had to pick one of those 3 days that are first alert weather days, I don't expect Saturday to be a day that is incredibly impactful because it looks like the best chance for some of the good rain, it's going to be later in the evening. That's still something that's in flux, but that's something that's been a theme line for the last 24 hours. Oh, I love this comment. Mr. Geezy asked, which wine pairs best with overcast days? So I'm going to be honest with you. For me, it's all about the temperature outside. I'm a red wine drinker. I love red wine, so I'm going to always gravitate towards red. Give me something nice like a Malbec, Tempranillo. Give me something a little spicy. Like I rock with that. A Shiraz, a red Zinfandel, a Syrah. That caliber, that class of reds, beautiful for an overcast day. But I digress. You're not here for my wine recommendations. I don't think all of you are. Some of y'all are, and that's cool. But the big forecast picture here is that it's going to be a little wet this weekend. Sunday, looks like that rain picks up Sunday night, and we expect it to get heavier and some rumbles of thunder in the forecast for Monday. We're watching for these rain totals. The National Weather Service doesn't put out flood guidance this far out, but we do expect them to give some sort of flood guidance on this because if we do see some areas pick up a lot of rain Sunday night into Monday, we could see some isolated flooding. And nonetheless, that water collects on the side of the roads. If it's raining when you're getting back on the roads Monday, that could create a messy situation heading back to work. And I'm also concerned about folks going to these Super Bowl parties. I'll admit I'll be one of those people, but I'm going to be controlled. But I do know that like people, we like football. We like to have our beer. We like to have our wine. We like to have our cocktail. It's going to be rainy, wet, dark, all of those things. So just go ahead and make sure that you have that designated driver. Make sure that you have one of these rideshare apps to get you to and from. Y'all don't need me to tell you what to do. Y'all are grown, be grown, act grown. I'm going to leave y'all with the 7-day forecast so that you can look at this and do what you need to do those screen grabs. Me and meteorologist Patrick Pete continuing to fine-tune this forecast because with this setup, and I know that you guys don't hear us say this often because we're limited with time, but this setup is one of the trickier setups that we see. We've seen it multiple times in the last couple of months. Whenever you have a boundary that kind of stalls out and moves very slow, and then you're tracking pulses of energy that moves along that, models sometimes have a very hard time on rectifying exactly when those pulses will slide through and when they actually pop. So our best guidance is to just give you what we know when we see it. That's why every time that we do these shows, we have these interactions. Once they're done, we're still back there studying the data, looking at new model data, trying to see if there are any trends so that we can at least squeeze out as much of a timeline for you for these type of events that are multi-day, multi-pulses. And we're going to do that for you. So you guys know where to catch us. We're going to be on Peachtree TV tonight at 10 and 10:30. And meteorologist Patrick Pete is going to have that last look of the forecast tonight at 11 on Atlanta News First. So thank y'all for joining me on this nice and beautiful Tuesday. It's tacos. It'd be nice, you guys don't really get to see a lot of our newsroom whenever we do these shows, but we have a new executive producer. And we're trying to get our new executive producer on board with giving us tacos on Tuesday. He's in charge. He's the boss. So, maybe, every once in a while treating the team to some tacos would be nice. Shrimp tacos, preferably. I don't think he can hear me because he's way over there. But, yeah, he knows what the deal is. Yeah, I think you heard me. I think you heard me. But anyways, guys, it's been fun. Here's that 7 day. I will catch y'all on another stream. Have a fantastic evening.